crafters! Well, today's video, as you can probably read from the caption, is all about red, white, and blue. I mean, this is one of my favorite color combinations. It's super cute for summer. It's very nautical. You know, it's fun for going to the beach. And if you're like me, we're here in the US and we're getting ready for 4th of July. It's going to be a little different celebrating this year, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to use it as an excuse to come up with some vintage outfit inspiration. What if you want to put together a red, white, and blue outfit, but you don't want to spend a lot and you don't have a lot of time to put it together? This video is for you. I'm going to put together some outfits from my own closet. Most of these pieces were thrifted, and I'm going to add some DIY accessories and some accessories I've created to see if I can twist those items into more vintage inspired looks. I'm going to start kind of basic with a pretty easy, low commitment vintage outfit, and then I'll kind of build up a little bit more to maybe a little bit more committed vintage flair, and you can pick and choose, see what you like. You can make some of your own accessories, maybe you even have some of these things already in your closet or some things you could use, and hey, it's kind of fun to get inspired and have a little excuse to test out some new color palettes. So let me show you the pieces we're working with and we'll get started. Okay, starting off with accessories. We've got some really cute little button earrings here. We're gonna just walk you through how to make those in the next clip. They are super easy. Little button, earring backing, and stopper. Glue them on there. You got your instant earrings, and let's see if we can focus in on the rest of these guys, see what's going on. All right, our scarf over here, this big square of gingham, is one of my favorite projects. This one's actually up on the blog. This is a headscarf, kind of inspired by, you know, 1940s Rosie the Riveter scarves. I based this scarf off of a vintage scarf that I had and kind of used the vintage scarf as a pattern. Made my own headscarf. I love it. I put a tutorial up on the blog so you guys can check that out. I used a rolled hem foot to hem the square of fabric. You could do that if you didn't want to even deal with it. You could cut out a square of fabric and just use it with raw edges. I won't tell. Totally up to you. Then, of course, we've also got our belt. Yes, you guys probably remember me using this in my 1980s to 1940s video. I'm using a piece of kind of woven material that you would use for like a strap on a bag or a backpack. You could use grosgrain ribbon here. Wide ribbon of any kind would be adorable. We're going to use this as a belt in most of our looks. And then our scarf over to the side. Oh my gosh. This is actually a neck scarf, and this is from my Etsy shop. I had a favorite vintage scarf. Yeah, that's kind of how the stories all start. But I couldn't find more of this scarf. I loved its length, I loved its shape, I loved its weight, but I couldn't find it in other colors, so I decided to make my own. So you could use a bandana here if you want. I will also link to my scarf up on the vintage, or sorry, my Etsy shop, so that you can see that there as well. But we're going to mix that in to some of our looks. And let's see, it looks like, okay, so we got two scarves, we got a belt, we've got earrings. If you wanted to, you could totally add some vintage brooches, some clip-in flowers. Sky's the limit with accessories for our outfits today. But I'm going to start with these basic pieces, and then let's move on to the clothes and see what comes next. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you DIY earrings from Vintage Buttons. Okay, I've got some over here that I've already made. If you guys follow this channel or the blog, you know I love this project. Take some little vintage buttons, glue on an earring backing, and add a little stopper. And you got a cute earring. I've made a couple over here, and those have dried. Now I'm going to use two more buttons and a couple of those post backings, and of course I have the stoppers for a little later, and we're going to make a pair right now. Let's see if we can focus just a little better. Alright, well, we're going to use our fabulous U6000 glue. Love this stuff. And I'm just gonna put a tiny dab. Like, I'm barely gonna squeeze the glue. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have glue coming out. There it is. Oh, okay, so little tiny dot right there on the back of that one. And, oh boy, whoa. The stuff comes out fast, I warn you. Twist that lid on. You can tell I've covered my surface because this stuff doesn't really wash off when it's dry. So, make sure that you're covering your surface, and then I'm just gonna work my little posts on here. It's okay if there's a little extra glue around the edges. I don't mind. I want to make sure that backing, excuse me, that backing is on the button. So I'm going to just move that around a little bit. I want to make sure it's basically centered and glued down nicely. Oh, there we go. All right, he's good to go. This one's good to go too. Whew, okay, that's it. Yeah, it's that simple. I'm going to let these guys dry for a few hours, definitely, before I try to put them on. And I'm going to use these guys today, I think, for our little fashion show with the outfits we're going to put together. Okay, well, see you guys with the outfits. Outfit number 1. This one's pretty basic. I mean, the pieces are pretty basic. It's not really decade specific when it comes to vintage. It's a little more just vintage inspired, and we're going to use those accessories to just kind of spice it up a little bit. I'm going for more of a, I don't know, 1950s to early 60s vibe with this one, but you could spin it any way you want. I've got my classic high-waisted shorts and a stripy t-shirt, and then I'm just adding in those accessories to make it more fun. I'm tying the striped belt in the front of the shorts just because I think that is super cute. And then I'm going to do a little twist with the neck scarf. Instead of wearing around the neck, I'm going to use it, I think, as a headband. Do kind of like a 1960s kind of beach feel. Of course, I'm using our cute button earrings, and then I'm going to add in some really big kind of 1960s-ish shades to kind of pull the whole thing together. I think this one's going to be really easy to wear, and these are things I pulled out of my closet. Maybe you have some of these things as well. And let's go to our next outfit. And here is outfit number 2. We're kind of going up a level when it comes to vintage commitment to a specific decade and look, but this one's still really easy to put together. We're using those closet basics again. We've got a white button-up shirt and then a full skirt. Gonna put these together with our accessories, and I think it's gonna be pretty cute. I'm going for kind of a 1950s kind of spin on this outfit. It almost makes me think of one of Audrey Hepburn's outfits in Roman Holiday. Fun movie, by the way. But that was kind of one of my inspirations for this look. But of course, we're adding in our red, white, and blue accessories. I'm tying the belt in the back of the skirt, and then we're going to use the neck scarf around the neck this time. You could sub in a bandana for the neck scarf, and that would also be super cute. Our little button earrings are a must, and then I'm going to throw in some really giant shades, because why not? Anyway, that is outfit number 2. And here is outfit number 3. Well, this one might look like it takes more commitment to putting together a vintage look. It's still really easy to wear and really comfy. I'm starting off with a dress that I had refashioned from a thrift store dress. I'll link to that blog post below. It was a fun project and it wasn't too difficult. I basically shortened the sleeves a little bit, shortened the dress a little bit, and removed some ginormous shoulder pads, and then I was able to find kind of a 1940s silhouette from this dress, and it's one of my favorites now. I'm gonna add to that 1940s flair that I'm going for by cinching in the waist with our cute belt, and then topping off everything with my headscarf tied kind of 1940s Rosie the Riveter style, and then of course our button earrings, and then I'll throw in some vintagey sunglasses to top the whole thing off. Okay, everybody, get ready for the grand reveals. Crafters. I hope you enjoyed this little foray into the world of red, white, and blue. I enjoyed the challenge of, you know, taking some things from my own closet and then making some of the things that I needed in order to create some outfits along the red, white, and blue inspiration lines. Hope you have fun with this. Hope this maybe inspires you to try out some of these things as well. I will definitely link below to the blog posts and items that we used in the shoot so that you can see where those came from. And hey, if you're in the US, want to wish you a happy 4th of July. Big salute to all of our veterans out there and all of our folks in this country working hard to, you know, get us back on track and make things good and get us through the tough times. So thank you guys. We appreciate you. Hey, everybody else around the world, wish you good things as well. Hope you're having a good summer. Hope things are getting better where you're at. And hope you can get a little crafty inspiration and enjoy. I will see you guys next time. If you find this video amusing, punch that like button to let us know and subscribe for more videos from Partners in Crafts. All right, guys, see you next time. Stay crafty.